So because of the implementations that these OEMs have in place, we cannot view the actual application source code that the developers had coded, but we can view an approximate version of the original Java source code after the recompilation process is over. However, sometimes even after getting the code, that is after using tools like APK tool or JDGUI, they will give some code in the output which will be close to the code that the developer had coded themselves. Even after getting that code, sometimes you will find some missing classes, or you might not find much in that code itself. This is because the developers might have implemented obfuscators in their code in order to make it difficult for attackers to read through their code and understand the business logic behind the code. So yes, this is why you will not be able to extract a lot of information, but it doesn't mean that obfuscation has been completely implemented. Sometimes even after obfuscation has been implemented, you will still find information and sensitive information. So it's recommended to go through the entire code. And even in the source code, you have a few parts. Like you have the actual application packages and you have a few third-party packages. So you do not need to go through the third-party packages. You got to navigate through the actual application packages themselves. Because the third-party tools aren't exactly in the, the developers have no power over that, over using those tools. They cannot implement or change anything, but their own application source code they can change. They can place more security measures on that. So when you use the APK tool for the recompilation process, you will get a bunch of small-e and Java files, and if you use text to jar, you will get a jar file which you will have to later which you'll have to later open it using JDGUI in order to view the Java source code. So let's check out what's inside this DEX file, shall we? So copy this. I'm going to use text to jar to first convert this file into a jar file. Alright. Replace. Okay, so now that I have it in this folder, I'll use a command in order to convert it. Alright, it's done. So this is our jar file which we will open using a tool called JDGUI. You're going to simply drag and drop this file into this tool here. Okay, so remember the third-party packages that I was talking about? This is it. Do not go through the trouble of going through this. The COM package usually has what you're looking for. Again, here you'll find Google. Do not go through this. If you still want to go through it, since it's in this COM package, you could just, scan it and check if there's any sensitive information stored, like credit card details or stuff. Again, this seems like a third-party app. Anyway, change password class. So this doesn't seem to be obfuscated, because you can actually see the method names here. Usually when they obfuscate the source code, you have the classes named as a.class, b.class, c.class, and so on, and they still make calls using those class names right here in the code itself. So you will not be able to grasp anything like what class is being called where and why, like because you do not know what the business logic of the application is exactly by viewing this code. Not this code in particular, but the obfuscated code is what I'm talking about. So when the code is obfuscated, you might not be able to grasp the entire business logic. Now the crypto class right here. See, you can see that it has implemented AES. Okay, even when you navigate through this, you could read it, but first what you should do is type in keywords like database. Alright, how about admin? Okay, there's something about a user and password here. You can see that the application is storing something in the My Shared Preferences folder, which you can check out from your device's file manager. You gotta navigate to the application to find this folder inside your device. I mean, using your device. Okay, so you gotta go through the entire code, yeah, and try figuring out if there's any sensitive info here, and accordingly you can rate the severity of that vulnerability.